going. Well, we definitely are on one of them, and I'll just assume the other one's going to work itself out in a second. So, does everyone have the lovely music playing? The nicest music that we've had in quite a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So, suddenly got much louder. Last session. Would anyone like to do a recap?
Oh, you could do the honors, Greg.
Oh, go on then, Greg.
Can I remember anything that happened last session? Yes. I think we started with the three of you having a bit of a catch-up in a child's tent in an empty warehouse in an orphanage. As you
Yes, you did, yeah.
It was a lovely catch-up, filled with revelations about Leah's very tragic backstory to go with their cinnamon roller personality, because that's how you do it. And you were promptly, I believe, called down for food. Yes, that was that this one? Sorry, the last two kind of blended together quite a lot.
It did, yeah. No, we did go down for food.
Yes. You went down and you started... there was a big feast with all the children eating what food Inaya and Boo had prepared, and there was some for you both as well. We met Leah's favourite child, Pickle.
Mm-hmm.
And you also met Inaya's husband, Ernest.
Yes.
A person I quite like. What you guys thought of him was highly up to you guys. For the most part, there was just lots of, looking after the kids. A few bits of magic being played by the wonderful Eritrea to keep them entertained. You then, I believe, went and had a bit of a serious chat with Inaya and Ernest in the kitchen. Because you were trying to work out what the deal was that Inaya had come to. And it was revealed to Ren and Eritrea what Leah had to do in order to join Vivian's gang.
Yes.
Possibly a shocking revelation. Certainly a bit out of character for what you thought. But came to the option that perhaps they didn't have a chance. A proper choice, sorry. You then stepped out and split up the party. Leah and Eritrea went and had a wonderful heart-to-heart up in the rafters of this warehouse. It was a lovely little scene, very touching, and so much. I don't really want to skip over it, but that was just the really key stuff that happened. Meanwhile, Ren was sitting next to Ernest and not saying absolutely anything to him.
He was treating a cup of water as a beer, and I was like, that's way too sad for me right now. I can't deal with that.
What you're saying is someone who doesn't fall for the follies of alcohol still has their little rituals, and you judge him for that.
Yes. It's water, like. So I took my time to come up with a conspiracy board of how we're going to deal with the situation. I did use my time well, thank you.
You absolutely did, and you were even able to hide it fast enough because you were quickly joined by the character you love to hate, Gautier, the recruiter of Vivian's gang, who sat down and gave you both a bit of a verbal once-over. I'm sure you all have lovely memories of it, before he went to go and have a talk with Inaya to give her a change of her job this evening, which Leah listened into, being rogue. But he also delivered a message that the Queen wanted to see you. Queen obviously being Vivian. You were being summoned by the big boss. And after a brief confrontation trying to get in, you were led up and you met Blythe, the bodyguard of Vivian, sitting outside, who seemed affable enough, before meeting Vivian in her own little spider's den. It was a sharp meeting, I think, with the relationship between Leah and Vivian really coming forth. Of the things that you had discussed, Leah was given a job by Vivian to go across the river to the warehouses because she believes that Toga Don is hoarding something that she wants. It's not really clear what, because you weren't told. You were just told, go and stake it out for a couple of days, and then report back. Also noticed that staked to one of the notice boards was a picture of the female form of Leah, who Vivian does not know is Leah, and Ren very quickly stuck his giant metal foot in it, and very nearly revealed everything.
In character, it was in character. It would definitely would have happened. Ren is that much of an idiot. It's like, oh, I've seen that one before. Okay, I defended.
We thoroughly appreciate it in character. It was actually a really good character. You then wandered off down to the city, down to the river's edge, and spoke about what your next steps were. You figured that the person who was going to watch you, you figured you were going to be watched while you were watching the warehouse. And you figured that it was going to be Anaya doing the watching. But you also want to get some more information on these mysterious murders, a very classic D&D trope going on within the city. And also in a very classical D&D trope, you've decided to go to a brothel to find out the answers. I believe that was Ren's idea, and led to...
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. It was begrudging, and you know it.
It was very true. It was very much Ryan's enthusiastic idea.
That's much, much worse.
But that is where we're going to be picking up. You essentially are turning to Leah at this point to ask, you know the city, where do we go? And that is where we'll be picking up.
Cool. So I believe I said it. Let's go to the brothel. And I'll turn to Leah. It's like, hey, you know the city pretty well. Do you happen to know any that lots of people go through?
I do, actually. I spend a lot of time there because, you see, you get why.
Yeah. I mean, no judgment. No judgment. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know. Yeah. Lead the way.
Or would you judge me like I start walking? I was mainly playing chess there.
Chess, yes. I have heard it is referred to as such. You know, the queen takes the king is a great.
Are you doing your innuendos again?
No, I'm not following.
Oh, goodness me.
What happened?
Yes, chess. No, that's really cool. I have only been to a few to blossom in the name of Sune. Those are the ones that I was ordered to before I was allowed on my travels. So yeah, I've been beaten in chess by many of ladies from the houses.
So what do? You enter and throw some holy water on people? Like, what do you mean?
I normally go and do a prayer, and I check to see if all the girls are okay. Just in case, like, the person running the house is being a dick. And then
Okay.
I've only had to smite one. I then had to stay and be a protector of it for like a month, which was fun. It was fun.
It's like
Well,
the
you won't
health
have
and
to read
safety
this one.
officer.
He is.
But yeah, so I'll go do a prayer and check to see if everyone's okay. And in the meantime, I can ask questions about the murders that are happening throughout the streets.
Okay. Well, usually all the workers there are really nice, and there's no boss. I hope nothing changed, so you won't have to smite anyone. Hopefully.
It's great because I can save the smiting for V.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Very discreet.
Very discreet.
Be
I'm learning.
discreet.
I'm learning. See, you're being a good influence on me.
Probably like
An advert just started playing during the same time, and it came up with some weird ass noises, man. I was like, what the hell is that? Okay, I'm good.
So, there's a few different brothels you could go to. Do you have one that you would specifically think of, Leah?
Is the one that Leah goes to the most where They have a friend there. It's like probably the biggest one, like a really giant house.
Okay. You are going to go to a brothel called Poison So Sweet.
Oh, that's cute.
Nice.
I enjoyed that when I came up with it.
Good job.
Can be called Alice Cooper. Poison.
Oh, okay. Music references that Greg does not understand.
Oh, Greg.
Wait, is that an old reference now? Oh goodness, this probably is an old reference now. Oh god.
Yeah.
I do not need that right now.
Back
So,
in my day.
you head over to the brothel. This is going to be... It's on the edge of Vivienne's territory and bordering on that of Crassus's territory, the toy gang, which is the red ones on the map. If at some point you do want me to take you through where everything is, I have now uploaded it to Roll20, so we can...
That'd be
I
cool.
can indicate where things are if you want a bit more of a physical description. Or something visual can really help.
Oh, that's bright.
We'll probably do that in the break if you would like. So, you are right, Darcy. It is a towering house. It's probably one of the tallest buildings around, and it has enormous swing-open stable doors, which are never really seen closed. It's really quite busy, but where outside is horrendously mucky and dirty, it feels like stepping into... Well, it's cleanliness. It's even cleaner than the orphanage. Like everything here is very well kept. It's very well kept. You walk in, and even as you get closer to the door, you start getting, those wonderful floral senses of incense, which is consistently being burned throughout the inside. Soft lute music is being played coming out the door, and it almost feels like it quietens the hubbub and the rage of the city itself, as laughter is also heard echoing inside. As you step in, everything is beautifully ornate. There is deep reds and purple rugs running throughout the entire thing. Everything is quite heavy golds and browns. It feels decadent, but with also a real cozy feel. Where everything else, even the air, felt cold, this feels like stepping into warm, exciting. The ground floor itself is relatively busy, but that's past doors that you're not quite at. As you step into a reception, there's a wonderful mahogany or dark tree, since I'm not certain if mahogany exists, desk on the front door with a few people gathered around it. There's a couple of ladies there dressed in quite nice, quite elegant finery. And they're just helping gentleman customer, guiding him deeper in. But that is what you see as...
I'll probably go work at the reception, and will I recognize the receptionist?
You did. This is Thea. She's dressed in... I don't know. This is going to be quite interesting to describe. She is...
You need to send the pictures every time. Like
Yeah,
that you
I
don't
think
have
that might help because my...
Okay.
They're not weird pictures or anything, guys. I'm just trying to work out how to put it.
It's a
Very
good
nicely
exercise.
dressed. Lots of nice bangles around the arm. Some tattoos you see of leaves decorating up her arm, and she wears almost a bit like casual adventure wear. You're seeing, some a leather belt wrapped around her waist and some beautiful dark brown, but with gold embroidered cloth made into skirt and dress. Everything's very tastefully picked out with a few colours here, very tasteful jewellery. That's way to describe her. She is quite a large woman. She must be a little bit on the brawny side, but with very nice flowing brown hair done into
Voluptuous.
voluptuous indeed. Some braids falling down over her shoulders. She hasn't actually looked round yet, as she's busy writing down something in the reception book, so she hasn't seen you.
I'll just like put my arms on the desk and just say our name. Like, yeah. Hi.
Sitting there writing and just be. Yes, welcome to Poison So Sweet. If you wouldn't mind. And then she will just look up at you and just go. My stars, Leah! My gosh,
Hi.
you're back! She will stand up
am.
and she will pull you into a giant bear hug. And she just, she pushes you away a bit, grabs your face. It's got a very airing feel, which is pouring off her. She'll be, oh my, you must have. When did you get back?
This morning, actually.
Ah, you came straight to us. Some things really never change.
Yeah.
I must say.
I brought some friends.
Wonderful. Well, to you both, very welcome
Hello.
to Poison So Sweet.
Thank you.
I think
That's
I
a
might
nice
know
place.
Leah's answer, but are you two partaking this evening?
I have come by just to give a simple blessing from the Church of Sune.
We are most honoured to have you here. Very welcome. It's been. I can't remember the last time we had your sort wander through here. You're always very welcome.
Once I heard of the place, I just had to give this a blessing. Leah's spoken so highly of the place, obviously.
I'm glad to see you're, even while on your travels, you're still doing excellent advertising for us. Even if you technically haven't brought paying customers. Hey ho.
We never know.
You guys go through. I will go and let a certain little someone know that you have arrived, Leah.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy.
Cool.
Do you want to? I know we're here like on business, but do you want to go grab a drink? Do you want to go near the stage? Where would you like to sit?
Definitely drink for me.
Yeah, definitely drink good. Calm the nerves a little bit. I haven't done this in a while.
Okay.
You see a few heads turn towards you as you say that.
That deserves a tiny little, shin kick. I'd say.
I'll let it-
And by the way, he can read.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get a drink. Yeah.
You head through the doors that Leah has gestured you through, and you're in what actually this looks like a bit of a nice, almost like a smoking tavern. Or a speakeasy, where there's lots of nice large tables where, there are a few people plying their trade within, but this appears to just also be a nice, comfortable bar area. Probably one of the nicest bars you've seen on your travels, honestly. Everything's well kept, there's laughter everywhere, but without the brashness of some of the company that you've kept on your travels. There's none of the there's no aggression present here. And you see in a few corners there's some large and quite capable looking security, you assume, keeping an eye on things, but judging from even their demeanour, they're pretty relaxed, as if the place feels safe.
If I walk to the bar, would I recognize the person?
I'm not going to say you would recognise this bartender, but they'll come
Okay.
up. They will ask you, "What's your poison?" As would be the slogan.
Oh, yeah, the slogan. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, they're really good on marketing and like slogans, stuff like that.
Also,
What would you like to take, both of you? It's on me.
I'll have a honey wine.
Anyway.
A honey wine.
And
Going
you,
for the
Eric?
sweet bit of poison.
Oh,
sauce.
honey.
Oh, honey.
Just honey? We do
Uh,
serve that
uh,
if you would like just honey.
Yeah, honey wine would do me fine, but thank you, sir.
I'm sure we can get you someone nice to have
We'll
it off.
start. We'll have the drink. That'll be great. Yeah,
Wonderful.
that'll be
Yourself.
fantastic. Thank you.
Probably take the same, actually.
2 honey wines and a third.
What is your signature drink here?
That would be a tulip gin with a raspberry and holly sprig.
Colour me intrigued.
Yeah, that sounds baller.
I will have one of those, please.
Wonderful. So that will be 3 gold.
Cool.
Expensive. Give him 3 gold.
Yeah.
Oh yes, but you're paying for the atmosphere and the upkeep. Honestly, just keeping the carpets clean in this place. You know what people dredge in from outside.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, if you would like your slightly oil-covered garbs, there is a cloakroom off to one side, and you actually see that everyone else is not wearing the same oil-covered clothes. Odd shows. I'm just going to use that word. So people are quite free drinking there, and it's cleaner.
Yes,
Better take those off then. We do look a little out of place.
Yeah. I'll give my armor a bit of like a scrub down with the inside, so it's nice and shiny again.
Wonderful. So, you... Leah knows this place best, but I'm going to say towards the far end there is a stage with a small crowd around it, which at the moment there is a scantily dressed male bard sitting playing this beautiful lute music. There's nothing definitively like sexual about this. It feels more like casual erotic entertainment.
What was his
This is the weirdest thing to describe.
Was his actual like playing style like is he good or is he bad?
Well, it's the music you can hear playing. Yeah, he seems quite skilled with his fingers.
Do I think that Harry could beat him in a Battle of the Bands style shindig?
How
you
often
saying
have
new
you
line of work, huh?
I was going to say, how often have you heard Eritrea play erotic music?
Oh, there was that one time.
In Bandcamp.
I mean, you guys were there. I tried to seduce that certain someone
Oh yeah.
with the song. It went pretty well,
Was that-
right?
That was the Magnifier bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I've never done that in my life.
The quick retraction. Or there's some stairs heading up to what Leah would be some more private entertainment areas. This is an open and public area, and then people can choose if they wish to head higher up in the building, depending on their wants.
I mean, is there somewhere more atmospheric we can sit? Maybe have a smoke?
Would I know that?
So yeah. Most people have some kind of cigar or cigarette going in here, and some there's people winding around with a box of them, and you can be offered a fine cigarette.
Why not?
Okay, that will be 5 silver.
Okay, here you go.
Now, Leah, you will know that these are not necessarily ordinary cigarettes. These are cigarettes which have a few herbs mixed into them to promote a relaxed atmosphere, shall we say.
I don't know what that is.
Wow.
I don't know if I would say anything. Like, she's doing her business. I'll just be like, she will see anyway.
Eritrea gets one. Ren?
Yeah.
This is good. You should try one of these, Ren.
Yeah, that's why I said yeah already, because I knew that was going to happen. I will.
Another 5 silver. And Leah?
Sure, why not?
You're all
Look at
getting
this.
into this together.
I'm starting a trend.
Wonderful to get
To go
high
to
just
work in an
before.
hour.
It's wonderful
Yeah.
to get high just before a surveillance job. Yeah, you light up, and yes, deeply inhale. It's lovely, warm. It's flavored very, very gently, a bit like the tulip gin, which Eritrea. It's very floral, and very relaxed.
I feel pretty good.
Do you take your seats, or do you take a seat? You know, there's wonderful soft couches, if you would like to display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally gonna like lay sideways on one. I prop myself up on my elbow.
Leah was told that someone's going to come and say hi, so we'll sit somewhere that has more sitting room, I suppose.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing people watching just to see who's around and how we're going to speak to them. Also, I was thinking that maybe it would be good if we don't want to speak in front of everyone to like pay the minimum and go to a room to speak privately with them if you're comfortable with that. Or not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay. That does
Yeah.
sound like the best way we'll get information that people don't like sharing in front of the untrustworthy. We'll see what that friend of yours, which friend of yours wants to say hi, because the last couple of friends we met haven't been great. So hopefully this one will be a nice one, and we can kind of get a lay of how much we can figure out here.
Okay.
You sit there for a couple of minutes, enjoying possibly the atmosphere, feeling really very relaxed. Now, Leah, you are people watching. Can you please roll a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
I will not say Ren and Eritrea because you don't know who you're looking.
Perception. Oh no, that's anxious at 7.
Ah. So you find yourself just like withdrawing a bit as, this is the atmosphere that you've come to for years to feel relaxed, and almost accidentally you feel yourself falling into that same kind of relaxed, and you kind of let your guard down a little. And as you do, after a couple of minutes, a couple of arms just wrap themselves around you from behind, one over your shoulder, and just hear in your ears, feel like, well, have you come to play some more games?
To organize the voice?
You do indeed. It is Max.
Oh, let me send it to you guys.
I'm going to try and describe it as well because I enjoy describing. This person gives you a very similar air to perhaps a non-gothic Leah. So they have beautiful bouncing golden curls. They are far more relaxed in their movements and exude just such a comfortable aura around them. Although he is currently giving the side of Leah's face just the most wonderful, charming, but very cheeky grin as their arms are wrapped around you. It's a human. They're quite lanky and graceful, wearing long, flowing a white shirt, along with quite simple khaki pants. Like, you could have mistaken him for a patron if it wasn't for just the air he gave off.
I think I won't even turn because I recognize the voice. Usually Leah flinches when people touch them because they're so afraid that they're going to know that they're a changeling. But here you can see that maybe it's the drugs, maybe it is not, but they're really relaxed and they're not even turning, just like, yeah, it would be really cool actually to play a little today. And then turn towards him. Oh, friends, this is Max. This is Eri. This is Ren.
Hey, Max.
Absolutely charmed to meet you. This is a most fortuitous occasion, Leah. Me you all the way back home. You've wandered so far, I'm sure.
Kinda, yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Things are things, and things are running perfectly fine.
Okay. Glad to hear.
So, if you're here with friends, I mean, four-way chess is rare. Unless you're here for something else.
I mean, there's other games, but I'm actually a paladin of Sune. I thought I'd come and bless the place for you.
Wonderful. Now, do you want to do that on stage? I'm sure we would be able to get some
Ooh. Ooh,
It would be quite the
what
performance.
a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great idea. Ren, you should do that.
Ren, you should do that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not?
I'm just gonna tap his shoulder and give him bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Normally, the way that I go about this is I'll bless the place in general, and I'll check on all the workers to make sure that they're okay. It's just a normal, the dry thing that us paladins of Sune do. And we come to bless such a wonderful establishment, just like yours.
I mean, usually we would charge for going on and meeting some of the clients, or some of our workers here. But since you're actually servicing us in some respect, I'm sure this time it can be on the house, provided you do a good enough job on stage.
Of course.
There's a few people who I'm sure would love watching. I know.
Have you done it
those.
in public before, Ren?
Just stop. Yeah. So once this amazing bard that you have has finished his set for the evening, I will happily say a few words and bless this place in the name of Sune.
Nonsense. This is going to be the star attraction for the evening. And don't worry, he won't mind taking a bit of a break to go and tune his strings. Very well. And he will reach out his hand to Ben. Very delicately. Shall we?
Yeah, we shall. Can I just quickly use the restroom before going up there? I don't want to get too nervous, and then you know. But
Wonderful.
as soon as I've done that, I'll be right back, and I guess I'll go to the nearest restroom.
Right,
Close the door.
down the left. Yes, that one.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
Close the door. Just have a quick look around, make sure no one's around. Put my hand on the wall, like, oh goodness me. Okay. Whew, okay, got this. Okay, I've got this. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. What do I say again? Shoot. And I'll take just a couple of minutes to figure out what I'm gonna say.
Okay, so while definitely Ren and not Ryan is working out what he's doing, Max will take a knee for Eritrea spread out. That would just be most wonderful to you as well.
Nice.
So tell me, what was your opinion on our good friend Leah here?
But you know.
I'm going to go buy you a drink, Max, okay? I'll be back in a second.
You know my order. Has
Yeah.
he been behaving himself?
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Do you know Dragon Slayer now too?
He's a dragon slayer.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah, stuff to write songs about.
I notice your lute. You're a bard here as well? Or bard in
Yeah.
general?
But yeah, bard in general, yeah. Travelling.
I mean, you are most stunning indeed. I'm sure if you ever wished to take a position on our stage, you'd get many a opposition.
Ah. And you know what? It's all experience, right? I wouldn't say no.
This is the place for any new experience.
I can beginning to see that. Especially this cigarette is very nice.
Well, they are.
I'm feeling pretty relaxed.
Yes, they are. I'm sorry, I could just stare at you for hours.
Would you like some?
Stunning. He will take it just with 2 fingers. No more pleasanter feeling, don't you think? Although, if there is a place to find pleasanter feelings, this is also the place again. Now, where is that shadow with my drink?
If the camera turned to Leah, they're probably just waiting with the drink because the barman, for some reason, was super fast to get them drink. Okay, I give them a few more seconds. But then see Max being extremely charming towards Arian, just come back. Just put the drink in front of him.
Oh, thank you.
We've done-
Leah. If
we've
you'd
done
taken
them
any longer, myself and your friend who were going to elope together.
Really?
Just got lost in her. Anyway. Your friend, do you think he I will admit, I kind of thrust it upon him, the opportunity. Perform. Not everyone can perform on command in this way.
Yeah, he's a little bit shy, but I'm
Oh.
sure he's going to do a great job.
Performance anxiety.
It
Mm.
happens to everyone. We have...
I bet, especially here.
It doesn't matter if it happens here. We are all creatures, and it happens. So we have some things to assist, or just an ear for those who want it. Not everyone here, no matter what Leah has told you. What has Leah told you about?
Nothing, actually, Leah.
I didn't got the time. I just said that I like playing chess with you. That's all I
Yes.
said.
I will admit, Leah is certainly improved when we started with
Eritrea is just completely oblivious as to whether they're like using innuendos or if it's like legit chess. Like she's still sitting there like, okay.
Well, you know, it happens as one matures. One can really enjoy the game. But... well... I completely lost my train of thought.
Lost in our eyes again.
Perhaps I was lost in yours, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that friend of yours?
At that point, I'd come back. My arm is a little bit more shiny. My cloak has been a bit more like it looks more pleasant on my shoulder and stuff. It looks like I was like just making sure I was stage ready, but I was having a full on meltdown. Then I was stage ready.
Born to be a leading man, clearly. This will be your calling. He will again reach out his hand to you. Shall we?
We shall.
Wonderful. He shall lead you towards the stage, and the bard on stage gets some kind of cue, looks up, and saunters off to one side as Max stands up on stage and does a wonderful clap that echoes around the room. He does a wonderful spin, and his flowing tunic grabs all attention as we... Wonderful patrons of the Poison So Sweet, you are in for a treat tonight. We have a man of the goddess before us, and he's agreed to come on stage and perform. Now, we're not even certain what his performance is... Sorry?
Sorry, could I use Minor Illusion at that point to do like a drum roll?
Hell yes. You don't need to roll anything for that because it just happens, but it definitely, more eyes turn towards the stage as there would be a spotlight if there was one. It's fallen on Ren. And just please welcome to the stage. I'm sorry, what was your name? You just whispered.
Ren.
Ren, Paladin of Sune. They'll clap. There's claps echoing around, and so you are now going to perform.
Oh, I genuinely feel like I'm performing for loads of people. Cool. All right. Oh, thank you. Greetings, all. I am Ren of the Church of Sune. I hereby place a blessing on this wonderful, wonderful house. Some words from a fellow Sunite. Beauty is more than skin deep. It issues from the core of one's being and shows one's fair or foul face to the world. And with that, may your poison be the sweetest. Enjoy your night. Thank you.
Can you please quite obviously roll a performance check?
Because
Please
I
don't
knew
do
I was
badly.
doing this. I'm giving myself guidance.
That's absolutely fine. Eritrea is giving you bardic inspiration. Please roll well. I really liked that.
Well done.
Okay, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. I'm going to use inspiration just to make this really good. Oh, amazing. So, 4, 17, 23.
Yes, Ren. That's what we love to see. Your voice carries effortlessly across this. Sorry, I've really had a cigarette. Across the room, and there is silence throughout the room. And then as you finish, there is still silence before the entire place cheers and claps and just the mood in the room is infinitely lifted. It feels as if the candles are burning brighter, and you feel, with a roll that good, the amulet around your chest glow a little. You see it glow a little. Warmth flow through you. A performance so good, you got a goddess's attention.
I am beaming right now. Absolutely beaming.
Ah, that was wonderful.
I'll give a small bow to Max and I was like, now, shall we get some music up in here? And I'll go to sit down.
Hey! Oh, that was truly spectacular. Away with words. Ah, I truly feel blessed, as I think we all do. But I think you have done enough for us. Now let's see what we can do for you. Shall we go somewhere a bit quieter?
Of course.
Or at least less riff-raffy.
Yes.
You are, if you allow yourselves to be, you are led up the stairs, and then up the stairs again, so up to the 3rd floor. Leah, you have probably been this high in the building before, and you are led to the area that is usually off limits to patrons, as this is almost like the private area, the private wing of the House of Disrepute for the people to actually who live and work. So you are led through a very, very thick and heavy curtain, completely covering it. In fact, it looks like it's almost like a hanging carpet on the wall, just part of the decoration, until Maxwell sweeps it aside with one hand to reveal the doorway to the other side. So they've probably given some nice privacy. And you're led into some quite nice but functional living areas. There's a very large, open, kitchen diner room with numerous, maybe 10 or 15 doors leading off to private sleeping quarters for the other workers there. At this time of day, it's getting a little bit later in the evening now, so we're probably looking maybe between 6 and 7 p.m. as for a time that we recognise. So most of the doors are shut, and it's not too busy in here. The only people who are in there is one. Get up the list.
Different names are sent.
Oh, you sent me so many. Oh, it has to be Xaviera. Very beautiful woman with shave size of her head all the way round, slicked back hair, wearing very, very sharp eyeliner that gives every single one of her features a point. Quite striking. And she's actually bending down in a mirror that she's set up on the table, just touching up her attire and her appearance before presumably going to work for the evening. She looks over as Max enters and just beers. Ah, Max, you would not believe the day and the trouble I've been having with. Holy shit. Good God, there's a face I have not seen in quite a while. Leah!
Hi, Zav.
You are gracing us with your appearance again.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see you all.
You've been gone for far too long. We were starting to get worried, you know.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. And these two are with you, or do we need to ask them to go back behind the curtain?
No, they're friends. Eri and Ren.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice
Wonderful.
to meet
Are you wanting a bit of a private chat, or I still have some work to, prepare myself for?
you. It's okay. It's nothing too private. You can carry on doing the wonderful work that you're doing. You look amazing, by the way.
That is quite the charmer.
Yeah.
You should be mostly private, though. I think most people are either out or otherwise engaged. I think only Bag is will be coming out in a second because he's up late as usual. But please carry on. Don't mind me, at least.
Thank you.
I'll take a seat somewhere.
There is a few round, quite similar to the tables that were downstairs in the bar area, with some round tables with like 6 or 7 chairs around. There's a few of those scattered throughout, so you can sit on one that Zav is not currently taking up. And it's nice and comfortable. It's warm up here. It's well lit. There is the smell of cooked food, although judging by some of the dirty plates left in the sink, it's currently already been consumed. But Max leads you over and sits you down at the table and say, "Well then, I think we should have a chat. It's been too long, we need to catch up, and I may not be the most perceptive fellow, but I feel like you guys are people of purpose. Leah goes wherever Leah wants, but a paladin and a bard wander in. It feels like you're interested. And if it's not me, then unfortunately I care a little bit less, but hey ho, I'm still interested."
Can't it be both?
Love your friends, Leah. You've chosen excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So, where should we start? Dealer's choice.
Well, if you guys wanted to catch up at all first, feel free, but then we can ask our questions if you would like.
It's okay. I can always come back because I kind of have a job in like an hour or two, so.
You've just come back and you're already working again.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, I'm really annoyed.
He works you too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to do something about it.
Now that, interesting statement. Don't worry, newcomers, you can speak freely here. Of the many places in the city, this is one of the few that the leaders of the city don't really have. Well, I'm sure they have their eyes or voices, but nothing said here is actionable, shall we say. Quite frankly, their employees enjoy our company a bit too much for them to have any power over us.
Rightfully so. Everyone here looks amazing. Why would they not? In that case, let me speak plainly. Obviously, Leah has returned, but we are trying to possibly hit the road again. We'll see how the next couple of days turn out, as we have some business in the south. But of course, this dastardly lady is now stopping that from happening, and we cannot have that for long term. So there's a couple of things that we need to do. I was hoping to acquire some information about the murders that have been happening along the streets that none of the leaders seem to want to do anything about. I was wondering if maybe, a lot of people flow through here because this is a very, very amazing establishment. I was hoping maybe that something had tickled your ears, so to speak.
Yes. I mean, pillow talk is free-flowing. And this is... I can't really say it's the talk of the town. It's the thing that people are not talking.
Which makes it the most interesting thing in town.
It does. Though, it has a fair few of us on edge. A few of us who have homes elsewhere, but we've opened our doors and are bunking together a little bit so we're all in one place, safety in numbers.
Yes.
There have been, as I say, 6 or 7 quite unpleasant deaths in the city, but quite clearly not accident. Usually, if somebody goes missing, it's chalked down to an accident. Even though an accident can be walking down the wrong alley, so to speak. But these are... they're unpleasant enough that they can't be hidden. I've had...
Okay, continue. I'll save my questions till the end.
I have one poor gentleman caller who was unfortunate enough to be one who found one. was most distraught. He didn't even... He was there for company, but really just reassurance and a warm ear and presence. Rather than any additional services, it was quite disturbing for him. We're talking arms and legs and chest and neck disfigured brutally, violently. It's been no rhyme or reason, supposedly, who's being taken as well. Pretty much at random. Where it is in the city. And, okay, well. I say it's at random. I do think somebody knows.
When somebody knows.
Though people don't have influence here, things said here, consequences can spill out. I don't want to spread unnecessary rumours that start anything, get anyone else in trouble.
We're all friends here. I'll make sure that nothing ever happens to this place. I gave it my blessing, after all.
It was wonderful.
Probably like put my hand on his and just try to catch his eyes and say like, "Hey, we need your help, really."
He's got a very, very troubled look on his face. And whenever you've seen him when he's performing downstairs or elsewhere, then he's the life and soul of a party, but he seems genuinely nervous at this. It's just... Yes.
Do you want to speak in my head? I can write it for the others if you want.
Oh, it's okay. You know the big three, are putting out watches. They have people on rooftops watching.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Crassus and Vivienne are doing. Ogadon is, coincidentally, I'm certain, only putting out watches on nights that end up with somebody you're dying that night. Seems to be preempting when this beast of the city going to strike. And as much as we talk about it, around here, we can't work out why. If it was him, he wouldn't need to put out watches. Because he wouldn't be striking at his own people. But he's not putting it out. Every night he doesn't put people out, then there's not an issue. And I don't think that can be...
No, that is definitely interesting.
It has to be someone above him then. Like someone who will be kind enough to warn him, but...
Of
he doesn't
Togadon.
have... Yeah.
What position to be in.
There's also some scary conclusions to this that I won't say just because we're in pleasant company.
Yes, possibly. He seems a bit overwhelmed. Just like, can you just excuse me 1 minute, just while I just go and pose myself a little. This is actually just Greg going to the toilet. So
Yeah, cool.
can you guys
That's
talk about
fine.
yourself about what you've just heard. Really sorry.
I'll give him a small tap on the shoulder, just give him guidance. I guide you for your pee, Greg. Right. Okay, so if Togadon puts a man out tonight, a monster's coming out tonight. So your job just became actually something we need for this so everything kind of matches up nicely here. I was a bit worried when he said the Watchers first, because I thought maybe the Watchers were the ones that were getting attacked, which means that obviously Anaya is going to probably... Anaya, sorry. Did I say that one right that time? Anaya? Anaya?
Yeah.
Yes! Anaya might be sent to be watching you, which means that we now have to be careful for Anaya, so instead of running around trying to find the monster tonight, I will go and keep an eye on Anaya.
So she's watching me, you're watching her, and I'm watching someone else. It is
Yes.
quite ironic.
And...
Do we
Go on.
know that Togeddon is having watchers tonight. Are we sure of that?
Well, you're watching Togeddon's part of the city tonight, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're going to be the one to find out if the monster's attacking tonight. Because if you don't see anyone, then we're cool. But if we do, so yeah, just work out.
Were you guys talking or have that kind of?
You'll never know.
Oh, I'm actually going to need to go back and rewatch this for once. So
Yeah, we would all.
yeah, Maxwell will re-emerge from his room, and he, you'll see as he leaves, there is a large red hand on his comforting hand on his shoulder as he is actually followed out by one of the other workers, who Leah, you kind of know, but not that much. You recognise him around. This was the titular bag that Zav had before. Really very tall and extremely buff red dragonborn. Towering, a good head, probably even taller than Ren, and probably about twice as wide as he's patting Max on the shoulder and just giving him some warm, comforting words that you can't really catch across the room. But Bag leads him back over to your table and speak. My apologies for interrupting, but yes, just want to make sure that Max was okay. So
Yeah.
bit destroyed. Just
Now we get it.
he'll sit Max down at his table with a warm pat on the shoulder and head over to the kitchen area and start making himself a bowl or something. I'm sorry. It's as I said, it's the thing that people aren't talking about. No, nothing should happen in this city that the big three don't orchestrate themselves. We don't think this is their doing, but they're not doing anything about it either. And that's got people worried. I mean, there's talk of them, and he says this very quietly, even in this place. Are they losing control of the city? That's both a positive and a terrifying thought. We don't want a civil war or anything silly like that breaking out between warring powers, and as much as this is not great, there is a modicum of stability in what we have, but only a modicum, but...
Well, before we go past this city, we will take care of that monster problem ourselves if they won't.
Strong words, and I appreciate it. I really do. We're banding together, all of the various houses throughout the city. There's a few more interesting ones if you ever fancy a other place to go, Leah. A few places have opened up, but he laughs as if trying to lighten the mood a little. And a bag comes and joins the table with you, eating cereal even at this time of night. He seems a little bit out and a bit tired, but he just sits down with you. He's not really taking part in the conversation, but I'm sorry that the city was not... We did not look after your city, Leah, while you were away. A bit rickety at the moment. Not just talking about the woodworm.
Okay. Not your job. Don't worry.
I mean, to a certain extent, it was probably good that you weren't here, so you were... I would say you were safer away from here than being in this city, but then your friend told me you killed a dragon?
Oh, yeah. That was the day.
I wouldn't let anything happen to Leah, so you don't have to worry.
Bag has kind of looked up from like his cereal halfway to his mouth. Has been like, you killed a what? This is a dragonborn. He's a dark red dragonborn with like beautifully gold-tipped scales running down his back and a tail swishing. It's just like,
I kick Max in the foot under the table. Yeah, it is a long story. I'm so sorry. We got attacked by baby dragons. I forgot their names. Sorry. Oh my god. Yeah.
Wormlings, I think they were.
Yes.
Oh, thank the gods! I got worried. I thought we were going to try and, any damage on me is damaging merchandise.
Yeah.
So you're not weird out about dragons or anything, or dragonborn, dragonkin like myself?
Yeah, dragonborn are cool.
You. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That was just.
No.
No.
Trying not to say bad things right now.
If you want to,
I
this is the
understand.
place to say them.
It is.
Yeah.
No, it's too far. I can't say it.
There is not really too far if you ever want to go anywhere. If you want to, I'm not going to put you on the spot if you really don't want to.
Well, I was gonna say the only thing I was gonna destroy is that ass, but
See? Good place to say that.
Now, if you're a paying customer, I may just pay attention.
at this point it's just flattery. So
At this point, you never know what may blossom further on. But I suppose I really should get ready for work. So much demand at the moment. Wonderful. Yes, Maxwell is not particularly happy with me since a few of his favoured clients have upgraded, as I say. And Maxwell's just like, just because you stole a few of my clients, I can steal yours back as well. Not that I'm still annoyed about it. Some of his tension and his nervousness from before kind of melt away with this kind of conversation. He's more comfortable. Bag stands up, claps him on the shoulder, and just be, what can I say? Dragonborn are very much in demand. We are so popular they even model a marital device after our kind. Wonderful. Anyway, I must go. Well, do you have any more cheery topics to discuss? Bring up the mood a bit. I can't go out looking like a downer out there, can I?
No, of course not. We could tell you some other tales of our adventures, of some of the cool things that Leah did while we're out and about.
Yeah. We won a contest and we are now the best thief of Radus.
The best thief of Radus.
The hero thief of Radus.
The hero. Oh.
Yeah.
Can I steal that title? I think I might be able to workshop something with it.
You can't steal anything from me.
Wonderful.
It's okay.
I know you're saying that because you can also steal anything from here. We couldn't stop you.
Yes. I never did though. Except that one time, but I try not to.
Would
we need to
steal
hear
from
about this now.
Yes, I think so. Perhaps we need to start actually charging you for your time here.
Oh no, I would be penniless if you did.
Oh, good lord.
Here's me thinking the only thing Leah stole was hearts.
Oh, well, he steals plenty of.
No, I don't. Stop spreading rumors.
You've
You do.
stolen mine the second you walked through the door, you know that.
Of course.
Which is why I was most aggrieved, upset, distraught when I found out you were betrothed to another.
Oh,
You
good
didn't even
lord.
tell us either.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
We
I
were there
didn't know.
we
Really.
were there talking to the fiance for like what felt like hours because they are a drag.
Oh, good gods, you've met
We didn't
Noemi.
Oh yes, we have.
Yeah.
Did you
could say
rather
that.
wish you were fighting dragons at the time?
Yeah. I mean, we almost picked a fight, like an actual fight, over going
Yeah,
with them.
yeah. But they do dress well. I will say that
Mm,
they do have a fabulous dress sense.
I hate to admit it, but yes.
How do they keep their clothes clean? It's insane. I'm sorry. Since coming here, all my stuff gets ruined. It's been a buzzkill.
I have no idea what they've done recently as well, but I don't know if they've got a new brand of makeup or whatever from wherever they've come, but I swear they're looking more stunning now than ever. I don't know if you're a lucky man or not, Leah. I fear, though, the answer's not.
Do you have a crush on Noemi that I should know about?
Professional envy, shall we say.
Oh, well put. Well put. Love
That's a
that.
good with words. Did she speak to you during the last 2 months? Did she say anything about the situation? Because I'm trying to understand what happened. Because we kind of agree that this thing was over.
No. She doesn't frequent, nor her mother, this place at all. Blythe has visited once.
Oh?
Perhaps you should speak to Zav about that.
Oh.
Although, there's a certain confidentiality that we stick to here.
Mm-hmm.
Fly her with gold or money, and perhaps she may open up. But perhaps you might not want to know what goes on between them. I had a feeling that you liked Blythe, did you not?
I do. He's a good person.
Rare to find.
Yeah.
Alas.
Do you think there are anyone else here that will know more than you with other theories about the Big Three?
Or the beast of the streets
Yes.
at the moment.
I mean, there's fanciful rumours abound everywhere. If you want... There's even people saying that the blood and darker nature of this city itself has spawned this monster from its darkest corners to indulge in what its inhabitants do. The violence and the drugs and the debauchery. Of course, that's fanciful, I'm sure. People say beast, people say mythical beast. Is it a werewolf? Is it a
Werewolf?
kind of troglodyte or...
It's definitely something you could make money off too. You got beast in the streets. It could be beast in the sheets.
Ooh. Talk to
We
the marketing
need to
team.
hire you for our PR department. I
That's such a good
like the
idea.
idea, but perhaps if you all
Once.
deal with it, because once you deal with it, because people come here to also forget some of their worries and to name ourselves after the biggest one at the moment would drive away any reasonable person, I think.
Understandable. Okay.
I have a weird question, but can I know when was the last time one of these murder happened, and is there any possibility for us to see what's left of the body?
Do you want to?
Yes.
Yeah. Give us a better idea what we're dealing with.
When was the last one? Oh, sorry. It was... I remember there was a pit fight that night. So we were less busy than usual. Which just meant that most of us got drunk. And then when we woke up the next day with hangovers, we heard the bad news. So it would have been 4 nights ago.
Oh, that's really recent.
Yes. I mean, how long ago were you gone again?
2 months.
Month. I mean, this has really only been going on for a month, maybe 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Does it happen regularly, like at the same night or same time?
No. It seems to happen just... We get about 1 a week. A little more. Because, I mean, if it's about 4 days, unfortunately, there's probably one coming up not too soon. As I said, I think there's been about 7 in about maybe 5 weeks, so a bit over 1 a week. And
what about the victims? Are they all ages, species, gender, everything?
yes, though we haven't noticed any kind of pattern with that. Trust me, in our spare time, this is what we're trying to look at. Unfortunately, it's all theory, what we're trying to piece together, and we only get rumours, of course, but if you really want to investigate this kind of thing, I guess Toga Don, as I mentioned, would probably be... He appears to have worked something out.
Yeah.
And isn't telling anybody. Or dealing with it. If you've worked out who it is or whatever, you think they would deal with it, but they're not.
It is interesting. Togadon knows and isn't doing anything about it.
You didn't hear that from me, I'm just saying.
Of course.
No.
You're
most
just
of it.
a lovely person that we have met. That's all it'll be.
And if anybody asked when you came and visited, I took you up to one of the rooms upstairs.
Yes.
Well, they need
and
to
I
know.
had and I had a wonderful time.
And you got a group discount.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Just so you know, group discount is not actually a thing.
I figured.
Nah.
Alas, I don't think I have anything else I can offer.
That is
sorry.
actually plenty. And you've done amazing for us, and thank you. I know a lot of it wasn't fun to talk about. All I can show is my appreciation for what you've told us, and we'll try and deal with this problem for you.
Takes a deep breath before kind of fixing himself back into his kind of persona or his energetic self, and just be, well, you did such a glorious job for us down below that I had to take you upstairs, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. That's cool. I love that.
And now that you've toured our establishment, are you interested in taking further and getting down, shall we say, or is this
Well,
one going to the roofs and going up?
Oh yeah, did you want to go on the roofs from here?
I could, yeah. But again, Ren, you do you. I have a job to go to, but we wouldn't judge you.
Not while there's something to do to obviously make everyone feel better first. Obviously, a paladin Sune always make sure that everyone feels great when they leave a city. So seems to be the thing that I'm going to be doing this time. Yeah, dealing with the beast. Mm-hmm.
And your lovely
like-
elf friend, are you down or visiting?
Yeah, I didn't trust myself here, and let's go.
It looks like we'll be coming back another day. Max.
Wonderful.
But thank you very much for your assistance, and we'll only spread good word. I promise.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yourselves as well. Can I have a moment alone with Leah?
Of course. We'll just go back down to the bar and wait for you, Leah. That's cool.
Thanks, guys.
Xavier will just be finishing up. I can escort you down, of course. I need
Would
to
you
be...
do me that honor? And I'll
Oh,
hold my arm
wonderful.
out. And I was like, "You look amazing, by the way." And so I open the door for her.
Yeah, and then she holds her hand out. She's got a wonderful big signet ring. And just be, please, big knight in shining armor, escort me downstairs.
But of course, my lady.
Wonderful. You will step out, and the rug covering the door back into place, and Max, it really is so good to have you back, Leah.
I know. I'm so happy to see you.
Missed our sessions.
almost-
I missed hearing your voice. I was so worried.
Oh no. Would you like me to write to you if I go away again?
A postcard would be much appreciated.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I know you like your job, but I didn't want to seem like I was bragging being outside of the city, so I didn't dare.
Escapism is always pleasant. Even if it's just a drawing of the sun, it would be nice to see some sky in some place.
Oh.
And I'm sure you're going to go on to have such wide, varied adventures with all across the world. If you want.
Fine. And if I can. Because right now, I'm not allowed to go again, so I'm working on that.
You managed to do it the first time, and I seem to remember not trying to dampen your hopes, but make more reasonable your expectations as you told me you were considering leaving. I was really hoping you could do it, but I didn't get your hopes up. Did it
I
anyway?
know. I did.
Just make sure that this air does not poison you.
Mm.
Or if it does, at least if that poison is sweet.
You're so good with words. Yes, and please be safe. I'm really worried for everyone here.
Well, it sounds like your big, strong friend is charging headlong into the problem.
Yeah. He likes to think he's the protector of the group. But we are as strong, you know? We don't look like it, but we are.
Size is not everything, as is said quite regularly
I know,
around
right?
here. And it holds true
Yeah.
in all walks of life. Just don't tell Bag I said that. He likes to brag a little.
Yeah, but like, are you okay, the two of you? Like, I saw there was a little
He's
competition.
mildly annoying and he snores a bit too much. Other than that, it's nice to
Okay.
have a roomie who had to.
Did I miss anything big in your life? Like, are you in a relationship? Like, did you get promoted?
This profession does not leave much space for permanent relationship. Transitory nature, but hope springs eternal. And perhaps now we've all been blessed. Who knows? I have a sense that your elf friend was giving me some eyes, so maybe we could go out sometime.
Or maybe not. Just saying.
Can you roll? Oh, I don't know. A persuasion check? So you definitely didn't lie there.
No.
It's going to be against his insight.
Shut down.
Oh dear. Oh my god. 10.
Nowhere near.
Oh, good.
Do I pick up a hint of jealousy in that wonderful voice of yours, Leah?
I'm not sure. I've been extremely confused the past 2 months. You know how I am with other people, so that's quite new.
I am aware, and that place you were happy in us was a brothel. That was always strange, but
I'm extremely happy here. I don't know, everyone is so blunt, and I feel so safe, and I don't know, and I don't know. Nobody's judging me for being awkward or. And she knows that I am what I am.
oh,
So, yeah. And she's not judging me for it. Quite cool.
I think you found yourself a good one there. I don't lose them.
Yeah. We'll see. Any tips on how to be less awkward when you don't understand a situation like that? You're so good with words.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a standard fake it till you make it. Always a pleasant one.
Ooh, I could pretend to act like you.
Go for
That's
it.
a good idea. Can I do it though? I'm not sure.
Your mind to it, I'm certain you can.
Fake it until you make it. What a good advice. I'll definitely do that.
And if you ever want any tips, this is a brothel. Faking it is part of the job sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. I may go back to the others just to see if they're already busy with someone else or not.
Well, let's hope so. We do have a business to run, after all.
Well, thank you for your time, for your free time. It's always
Next time you
appreciated.
come, I will have the chessboard.
Can't wait.
The queens must take the kings, of course.
Yeah. Was that well done. That was a good joke.
I heard it somewhere. I'm not sure where. Okay.
Probably
Okay.
go downstairs.
Know your way. Ben and
know
Eritrea,
I'm-
you are kind of standing down by the bar. You said you were going to get another drink. Did I make that up?
No.
We were
Yes.
just going to go down. I guess I will actually. I'll go talk to. What's her name? I have it written down. Thea, real quick, and
Thea, yes.
I'll leave a symbol of Sune so that they can decorate with it or something.
Oh my, we'll have to hang this above our doorway. Bless all who enters.
Of course, it's so it's kind of like a silver face with like red hair going around to a ring. That's like, it looks like the hair's like coiling onto each side of it, like holding the ring.
Beautiful. It really is. Thank you for what you've done here. It does mean a lot.
Well, I was going to give it to Max, but then when I looked down at the symbol, I realized that you have such a similarity to Sune, so I thought you'd be the best one to decorate with it.
I will take the compliment, and I hope your goddess takes it as one as well.
Oh yes, she loves being compared to.
Compared to mortals.
It's like a thing that seems out of reach, but to Sune, everyone is beautiful.
We could all use being told. Wonderful. So Leah, this is going to be about the time you come downstairs. Eritrea, have you kind of been with them? Or with...
I've just been kind of hanging around the bar, kind of waiting for Leah to come down.
Okay. Leah comes down, collects you both, I guess, and you step outside.
So, I gotta ask Leah, like, the chess. Like chess? Or chess?
Yeah, I understand now that everyone was making jokes, but yeah, I'm pretty good at chess, and I really enjoy it. And we are playing with Max since we are, I don't know, something like 16.
Oh,
We're actually talking about chess.
actual board game chess.
Yeah.
Actual board game
You're
chess.
really good at it.
Yeah,
Or maybe we
You know,
should play chess.
dexterous
sometime.
fingers. Yeah, I can teach you. Do you know how to play? Wait.
No.
I'm going to start working in
I
front
just.
of. Oh my god. I'm not faking it until I make it.
I high five Ren.
This is like your friends were very lovely, Leah.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Nice place.
I hope that it was the first time you went and talked to some of your friends and didn't embarrass you, because I realized that we could be a bit much sometimes. But I hope that we did okay there.
I mean, my plus ones can be a bit much, so don't worry about that. I'm glad it went well.
Yeah.
If you need like to hide from anything whilst I'm working, please go hide there. You will always be safe with them.
It's a good thing, actually.
Yes, that might be call for if something goes wrong later. So now that we've finished our business there, it seems that we have a job to do.
Yeah, so I guess this is goodbye. What are you going to do tonight?
Well, did you get given a piece of paper for this job?
Yeah, it's there.
Does it say, what does it actually say, like, altogether?
Mm,
I'm gonna try and find a loophole.
Like, is it just a map or is there a text on it?
So, for what Vivian said to you, it was you need to go and stake out this warehouse that's owned by Togadon that she thinks he's using to hide something that she wants. stake it out for a couple of days, and report back. That's the extent of the job. That's
Yep.
all that's been said. There's not really loopholes, but giant
That
holes you
means-
can walk through if you wish.
Yeah, that means that you don't have to go up there alone. So, Ari, unless you have an idea what you want to do you want to go with Leo?
I do, but I don't want to get Leah in trouble. Or ourselves. I feel like we got ourselves in a right pickle the last time we went out.
It says nothing about going alone, and with Leah being there, it should be fine.
And
Yeah.
she said all of that in front of you guys, so you already know everything. So.
I'm done. I got no plans.
Basically, I just don't want the monster to appear and for anyone to be left on their own.
But you would be on your own, right?
Yeah,
What are you
but
going to
if-
do?
I'm going to try and see who the other watcher that's watching you is, and if it's Anaya, because I don't want anything to happen to your friends either.
Okay.
So we'll be. Wait, we're watching and you're watching us?
You're watching a warehouse, and someone's watching you watch the warehouse. I'm going
you're
to
watching
watch
them
the
watch
person
us.
watching you watch the warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you feel like you're wasting your time, like we are going to waste our time, maybe, unfortunately, maybe try to find a way to see the body, the one of 4 days ago. If you feel up to it. If you don't, I can do it.
That's actually a
Used to it.
good shout. What we'll do then is I'll try and see if I can find whoever's watching you, see if it is an eye or not. And then after that, I will go and, I guess, try and go to a morgue of some kind.
We're gonna keep an eye on Anaya.
I'm going to keep an eye on Anaya. It's a good way of remembering it, Anaya.
Yeah.
Anaya. Yeah, cool. Got it.
Can't
got it.
deny
Locked
Anaya.
in.
Don't annoy her and her ire.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay,
Or we
given
could
the
conspire.
bit sweaty, you're gonna perspire. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about bit sweaty. That was Ren in the bottle. You have a plan of what you're going to do. I'm going to suggest we take a 15-minute break now.
Sick.
After which you will be heading out over the bridges to the other side of the river. And then you'll secrete yourselves around however you wish to. So yeah, I'm going to say 15-minute break right now. Come back 15 minutes. Everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Okay, see
you there.
everybody soon. Okay, we should be back. And I've sent new music for when we get to the area, but I don't want to start anything just now. So let's decide where you guys are and what it is you are doing, just to confirm. You have left the brothel, and Leah is kind of striding off through the city. It's really quite dark outside, both because it's night and you're in a city clouded by smog. And I believe the last thing we said is that you were going to head over to the area which you had been ordered to stake out. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is a bit of a walk. You've got to walk through the city, and we described what it is when you're walking through. Lots of people everywhere. I'm gonna say around this time you hear the giant horn going off in the 3 factories, because you're not too far away from them. Signal the changing of shifts as it echoes through the massive city. And there's a sudden surge of people, as suddenly people are on the streets as they're leaving work. You will make your way through Vivienne's area to the edge of Toga Dons. And you'll be heading through the streets to the river, to the bridges, which Leah will know the way very, very well, so you don't need any kind of rolls or anything there. We're going to kind of roleplay from the bridges onwards. Is there anything that people want to say they do or say on the 20-minute walk to the bridges?
It depends if we are separating with Ren or not. At which point
Aiden?
are we doing it?
I need to see where you guys are going to be able to see who's spying on you. So I will be going with you for now.
Okay. Then no.
Then no. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You have a nice peaceful walk over to the river. I forgot the word for river. If you would like to open up Roll20, just so I can show you a bit more where we actively are, I will bring it up for stream as well. I say, and it's a meet.
Yeah, I never worked with
Da-da-da.
them.
Ah, there it is. So who has it up and who does not?
I'm just launching.
Coming.
Okay, I'm in.
Down. Unfortunately, they've updated loads of it.
Oh wow, yeah. Why is it just pop-ups? Let me see.
This is stuff I should have got everyone to do in the break.
Sorry, everyone.
Get back to the game.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm going to say around the time this is probably the right time to start the music that I sent through as well, the ambiance. And I guess thank you to Michael Gleffy Studios for providing.
Okay.
So
Okay, I'm in.
you are in, fantastic. So can you all see the map of the city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to point out a few key areas on this map, both for you and the people on the stream. This down here, which you can see the flashing blue, that is the orphanage. As I said, that's a large warehouse in the middle of just normal houses. Over here, up overlooking the river, that is where Vivienne's office is. That's where you would have made your way over to. And then down here, at like the crossroads, this is where Poison So Sweet was.
Oh.
As I said, it's in the middle of like a main thoroughfare in a very busy area, and itself was extremely busy as well. Right now, you've made your way through the city. Can I draw a line? Yes.
I can know, can you?
Yeah. You've made your way up through the factories. They've been overlooking you this entire time, constantly pumping out their thick black smoke into the air. And it's very, very busy as the horns blow. People start flooding out of these buildings. You've made your way down the edge of Togadon's area over to this bit of the river, and you'll now be heading up towards this bridge. Is everyone okay with that so far?
Aye.
The warehouse on the map that you've been asked to look at, this one that I've just circled here.
Oh, okay.
At the very back of the warehouses.
But Togadon owns that area too.
No, so ostensibly everything on the other side of the river is not under the Mafia's control. However, he appears to own, or he appears to have dealings with this warehouse here.
Okay.
What's the vibe in this little part? Like, is there a lot of people in the streets? Like, can you be stealthy?
I will be describing that when we get to it, but at the moment we're going to pick up on the edge of this bridge.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone happy? They kind of know where everything is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you get to the bridge, I'm going to say it's one of the things you already know, or Leah already knows, is that all of the bridges that cross the river are in Togadon's territory. He runs the bridges, although everything that happens on the other side, he does not. As you guys will be able to look around, there's the usual standard people standing on street corners, leaning, watching the crowds go by, and you've kind of known to pick up that these people are watching specifically for Togadon. In the same way that there are similar people doing it from the rooftops for Vivian. One thing you notice is that they all carry umbrellas. Sharp, black, tightly wound umbrellas. And you're unable to make any specific detail out on them from your distance. But they're all carrying them. I didn't know if Leah wanted to say anything about this to the others.
Is the special umbrellas they're making in their neighborhood? So we can see we are on their territory, kinda.
Oh, so like the twisty knives for Vivienne's group, it's the tightly wound umbrellas for Togadon's group.
Yeah. And the others are toys. Teddy bears.
Did the carriage just around teddy bears?
No.
That's how you could tell. Oh, that would be so. That would have been so nice compared to everything else.
If some of them, okay.
Interesting. As you get your way to river, you feel something. Something you've not felt since arriving here. Warmth on your skin. As, almost following the edge of the river, the cloud seems to stop. And on the other side of the river, you can see the deep oranges of setting sun. Right.
Wow.
The other side of the river is completely not affected by the consistent smog that covers your part of the city. It's probably really quite a welcome sight after everything you've been through recently. However, it's deep and it's reds and oranges as at this time, which is probably about 8 p.m, you're at the very end of sunset, going into nighttime. Perfect time. Vestine Mafia businesses. There's no toll or anything crossing the river, but the foot traffic is much less. People do not seem to be on their way crossing either to or from the other side. The river itself is really quite wide, maybe up with some numbers, Greg. 100 feet across. It's a wide river. It's pretty crisp and blue. You see some darkness seeping into it, perhaps pollution from the further upstream, maybe from outlets from the factories. But it looks pretty nice. And you can hear it as the river runs down, you hear it sloshing against the beams that hold up. Quite nice, sturdy bridge you are now crossing. It's a bridge that's made of a mixture of wood and stone, and looks pretty well looked after. And as I said, the traffic over the bridge and onto the other side doesn't look too strong. Here you will know that on the other side of this bit of the river is, on the left, you've got a market, a quite upmarket market. Some fancier goods, international traders that come in from on the boats. And on the left is the warehouse district, where goods of all sorts are stored, either coming in on the boats or to go out on the boats. You know this because in your time, you've broken into a couple of these for, well, various reasons, always on the orders of Vivian.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you could just describe the security of them, just in case we need to go in or something.
The security itself varies from warehouse to warehouse. Some of them have so many people coming and going, it would be almost impossible to keep track. A lot of them are large, strong labourers pushing great wooden carts laden with goods. Huge open stable doors to allow lots of traffic coming in and out. You can imagine not much is left in these overnight. They're very short storage. But as you go deeper into this warehouse district, sometimes security does increase. You'll see some people standing in alleyways, as is the wont around here, keeping watch on who's coming and going. Some of them have definitely hired some scary-looking people stand outside and look menacing to anyone that gets too close. Now, you know the reason for some of these. Sometimes they are warehouses under mafia control because they have goods that they move to and from the area. Sometimes they are owned by the few nobles of the city, and even the Lord of Georgiac will undoubtedly have his own dealings with some of the warehouses. Now, the one that you've been asked to look at is at the very back of the warehouse district. It was quite shady here, even during the day. And this is definitely in the area where shady people will be looking out from alleyways at who comes and who goes. And you've been indicated that the one you're looking at is owned by Togadon, so you can expect tough resistance should you try and walk in the front door.
Okay. Can you just describe the rooftop to know if we go there, can we be hiding and stealthy?
Yep, so unlike at the other side of the river, where the rooftops are essentially just another road that people use because they're so interconnected and built so closely together, they're basically a path. These ones, it's not common to be walking around on tops up there. However, due to expanding businesses and needs, more warehouses have been built than were originally planned for there. So, you know that you can dart from rooftop to rooftop quite easily. And it's not likely there will be other watchmen.
Okay. Well, we kind of have to try that.
Yeah. The small pathways of the warehouse district, even at this time of night, are busy with workers. And in fact, as you cross the bridge, another ship is docking. It's coming up the river from the sea, up the river Lea, down from the sea, and docking there. And you see a huge hive of activity in the dock of people preparing empty carts prepared to unload. So the streets are pretty well lit from lampposts and pretty busy with people.
Okay. I guess we can separate here. We can go keep watch on the one of the rooftops, maybe like the one in front.
Can you point out which one you're planning on attempting, so I have a rough idea where your characters are?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Can I? I don't know how close they are. Maybe. Oh. Can they see going if I point?
You should be able
The
to,
height.
if you click and hold, you should be able to ping. Yep.
Mm.
Or you can draw. I think you have permission for that as well if you want to draw a circle on one.
Amazing.
You're saying that one.
Yeah, like that. If we need to escape, we can jump into the river.
You will notice that the walls around the back of here are far higher than the warehouse roofs, are made of a dark black rock, which is quite imposing. In fact, it was once white rock, but as you know, it's been stained over time.
If I study it, can I realize if we can climb? Like, do we have some reprise?
Do you
Things
have
to put your fingers in
grappling
to climb.
claws? A skilled climber could. Yes.
I examine that and remind myself that I fell not so long ago, but then look at Eri and be like, you should like climbing this?
Well, I mean, we can try. I mean, I have got a lot better at climbing since I met you.
Will be a good test. We can find other ways. I also thought that we could maybe somehow enter one of the big boxes that are going into Togladon warehouse to investigate from the inside. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, this feels like such like a heist situation. I love it.
You know,
Again.
maybe one of the buildings has some like stacked boxes on the side or something we could like climb up to help us get onto one, and then we can skimmy the roofs to the right one.
Let's have a look. That's a good idea.
Could we roll perception maybe to have a look if there's any?
Please roll. I'm going to say an investigation because you're looking for something specific.
Ooh.
Should I do the help?
You can do the help action, or you can choose to roll yourself. You don't have to take the help action. You can all just roll individually if you wish.
Have +4.
Okay. So I got an 18. It was perception +2.
Investigation, not perception.
Oh, investigation was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
you're looking for-
+2. Yeah.
18 plus 2 plus Leah's 4 plus Ven. Are you helping?
I'm not with them at this point.
That's a good
I
point.
would have just said that if you do this, I will know it's Inaya. If you do that, I know it's someone else.
24.
24. So with that, I mean, yes, you're going to be able to see stuff. While the walls themselves look quite difficult to climb, if you're not an expert, some of the warehouses appear to have been built quite hastily, perhaps because they needed space quite fast. And in fact, some of the wood is jutting out at odd angles. Some of the foundations have some almost like half-finished pillars, which are at odd angles that makes it far easier to climb than a secure building should be. Now, you're not going to be able to get in one that immediately is close to Togadon's area, but I'm going to say that this green one here, slightly out the way, and by its orientation you can tell it was built quite hastily, so this is one you would be able to climb.
Yeah. This one looks as good as any. Should we try it?
Yeah. If you want, I can climb first and send you a rope.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose it's better view for me. I suppose.
Okay. Hopefully, I'm going to succeed.
Okay.
I'm going to really focus and try to climb.
This is going to be... I can't remember if it's acrobatics or athletics, whichever the dex one is.
I will
Acrobatics.
touch Leah on the shoulder and give a bardic inspiration.
Thank you. Is it plus 1d6?
Yeah, D6. Yeah.
One more level.
Thank fuck. Math. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17? Yeah, that's fine. You know this building. You've probably climbed it before, honestly. Although it's a bit further down from the Togadon's area, you're probably just like, yeah, I know this building. I could probably do it. You scale up quite quickly. No
I
issues
try
at
to
all.
make it. Oh, I think I'm trying to make it dramatic, like almost at the top, like I have my probe thing, like inside. No, how do you call that? A piton
Yeah.
Yeah.
inside of the wall, and I fake it. I fake like almost falling, and be like, just checking if Eri is checking this out, and then
What?
climb up.
Don't scare me
I
like
mean-
that.
You just have like a rope.
I'll get you back later.
So Eritrea, you now need to climb.
Goodness me, this is going to be fun.
Acrobatics check again.
Eh.
The DC is lower because you've now got an additional rope as well.
Yeah, so my own body is against me, so, you know. So I had an 11 minus 1.
10. Yes, you get up. It's not easy. You are not an experienced climber. You don't see all the little finger holds that Leah can see. You see, I think that board could probably take my weight, and you grab quite a handful and slowly pull yourself up, again using the rope. I'm going to say where Leah slipped deliberately as a performance, you actually almost slip for real, and you get a very small amount of like rope burn as you slide down, like an inch. Oh, it's going to sting in the morning. Don't lose any hit points, don't worry. But you make your way up onto this roof, and you guys have actually quite a nice view. Most of it is blocked by the other warehouse roofs, but you can see in the like a bit of darkness, like early nighttime, you see some of the lanterns on the top of the masts of the ship that's just come in, swaying back and forth. To the far side, you can see the large market, and a few of the lanterns are still burning over there. But in front of you, on the far side of the river, the stinking black mass of Lower Georgiac is just a blight on the eyes.
Kind of almost worth the climb.
Hmm.
Kind of pretty in
Really
that
should-
way.
I'm going to put my cloak on, like my scarf, back, and since few moments, like Leah is kind of putting on a show of like a really someone with a lot of self-confidence. It's a little bit strange, and then just come up to you and say like, "May I?" and gesture to put the cloak back on your head, just to try to be more discreet.
Yeah, thank you.
Do it, but you can see like behind the eyes, it's just like panic, but they're trying to act really cool and don't know what they're doing. Okay. Are you ready to jump? We're going to try to get closer.
Yeah. I can make that, right?
Yeah. Just trust me, follow me.
Okay.
And like they're going to take your hand and start going to the edge of our building to start the jump.
Yeah.
To the next one.
It's not too far across. Eritrea, if you look down, though, you kind of suddenly realise that you're quite high. You would take a fair bit of damage if you fell from
I can let out a little squeal, I think, when we jump.
it.
Oh, let's try to not scream next time we jump.
Sorry. Did you?
Okay.
It's quite far down.
You're doing amazing, but without
yeah.
the noise, it'll be
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
So, there's a few buildings you need to cross in order to get to a good view of where you can see Togadon's building. I'm going to ask you both to make 2 rolls. Firstly, an acrobatics check again, just to see how well you jump over. DC is going to be quite low, but it's worth knowing that you don't get a nat 1. And then also a stealth check. To see just how not noticed you are darting across these.
So it's actually not bad. So I got a 16, so that would be 15
Which one?
for the acrobatics.
The acrobatics? Yep, that's absolutely
And
fine. You manage to overcome that like pit in your stomach that's telling you, what are you doing? Don't jump over that. And you manage to make some quite impressive jumps.
Fitting because of my squeal earlier. It's fitting that I got a 2+2.
Okay,
For
we will
stealth.
come to that stealth later. Yeah.
Ooh.
21 on athletic and 23 on stealth.
This is your bread and butter. You could do this in your sleep, basically. In fact, well, bear in mind this is nighttime. You could also be a bit tired at this point, but you still
Oh,
make.
and we are high, by the way.
Oh,
We just
you're
smoked some
high
weed.
as
In more than
well.
one way.
Okay, yes.
I'm acting quite drunk right now.
Thank you for letting me know. I had forgotten. Yes, you're high. But you make beautiful jumps, and even on the like creaky wooden roofs, somehow your feet make next to no noise. Like that muscle memory you have of where to stand. Coming back to you.
Yeah, I really try to help Eri to don't walk on like a really weak plank of wood or something.
You really try. You do try. Doesn't go well.
No.
As Eritrea is going down, you didn't completely fail, but a 4 is really quite bad. So you managed to make some jumps, but you have quite heavy landings. About halfway along, you land, but you manage to dislodge like a tile on the roof that skitters down, falls over the edge, and smashes on the floor below. Thankfully, this wasn't too close to Togadon's area, but you do hear some workers just be like, "Oh, what was that? Ah, tell you what, I need to put that work order in for a new roof, otherwise we're going to be, raining hailstones, paving stones on our head. These working conditions are not good enough. We need to unionise."
Again, when someone say, "What was that?" I try like pull her and just like down. Hi.
Sorry. It's kind of hard to concentrate when you're holding my hand.
Oh, a beautiful moment with a failed skill. Can you please remind me on the roll 20 where you are heading to?
The green.
What building you are heading
to. So I guess we're going to walk in front until we get to the yellow-green one.
Oh, so you are walking over the roof? Because the blue one is Togadon's. You're
We
walking
can go around
over.
though.
Okay, yeah, that's quite a big jump. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe it was the final one where Eri made a lot of noise. Like, there. Oh, no, it's not working. Oh, I made a... I don't know what to use it.
A beautiful
Cheerio.
tiny green Cheerio. So if it happened there, that would draw a bit more attention. As you hear...
Could be over here though as well. Seems they were there. They could go like across
Yeah.
here. Jump
That's
over
what I
this
think we
way,
should have done.
And then go down there.
Yeah.
I mean, we
You
could
said
have
it
done
now.
that.
You said it, and you've even marked it on the thing. So, no, this is what you've done.
I didn't say how I got there.
You did not.
It's true, yeah.
But I am now confirming that is how it happened.
Okay.
So yeah, that
Let's make it
smash
dramatic.
tile will have made an impact. But right now, nothing. From where you are, you can peek over the edge and look down to the entrance of Togadon's warehouse. As expected, there's the street is gingerly lit, but still sort of lit by a few flickering oil lamps. And you can see from above a few black shapes of some bodyguards standing outside the front door. They're kind of leaning back. One of them is smoking, and you see every now and then just the flare of his cigarette light up a very little bit of his face, and he appears to be... See. So yeah, you have set up here to start with. This is where the start of your stakeout begins. Before we jump over to Ren, is there anything that you discuss or say how you do the stakeout?
Is there anything on the rooftop to hide a little bit? Or do we have to be like on our bellies to make sure that nobody sees us?
It's a pretty flat rooftop. There's not like, a deck of cards up there. There's nothing for you to do, and there's not really much for lip, so you kind of do need to keep yourself pretty low.
Is there like a little wall on top, Like
Very little, maybe like 2 feet high.
Okay.
And you feel like it's more, not really a design decision, but more like shoddy building.
Well, anywhere we can hide and like sit against the wall, but still have a look on what we have to look.
Yep, so you have to peek up every time you want to look. But it's pretty quiet, and you can hear a murmured conversation every now and then between guards at the bottom. Yeah? If you're both happy with that, we can go on the adventures of Ren. The adventures of Ren!
Yo.
So,
okay. So to begin with, as I wave off Lear and Eritrea, I'll probably, with my the oiled cloak thing, I'll make it so that the hood's up. I got a little bit of a mask on, and I'm going to tie the a small rope around, so it's covering all my armor as well.
Yeah, okay. Oiled cloaks are less common here because you're not under the smog, but you are far from the only one doing it.
Yeah. I'll also, because I do have a dagger for my starter kit, I'm going to put a dagger in the rope, but I'm going to cover the top half of it so you can't tell. So all you can see is the blade, but you can't see what type of hilt it might have. It's trying to kind of be in disguise, but not so much kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll do that, and then once they've gone, I'm going to... Should I draw? I should draw.
Please do. I really like the fact we did this now. This is really useful.
Mm.
I'm going to be this kind of blue.
Hopefully if I actually...
Alright, so basically I'm going to walk over. After seeing whereabouts they're going to be, I want to be around here. So I don't know if you want to do a description first before I say what my plan is.
Yeah, okay, so you're actually getting quite close to the actual dock. And every now and then you have to make way for a huge, as I said, a wooden trolley piled high with crates and barrels, some of which stink of fish, some of which leaking some kind of liquid, some of which look like they're of nicer quality than the others, and those are here to have some kind of personal driver. They're not stacked up with all the others. A nicer trolley comes up to come pick those up. It's noisy, but you get to be near a boat. Whether or not you are happy about that, I don't know. How does Ren feel about boats?
Ren loves boats.
Ren loves boats. I have a feeling he.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the additional description for that area.
Cool. I would like to have a look around in this area. So let me put the thingy back on. So basically, I'm checking around this area just to see if I can see anyone else that is fully donned in black, who's possibly on the lookout for someone in particular.
Okay, please roll a perception check.
Because I'm actually doing it, I'm going to give myself guidance. That's 19 plus 1. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So, you're on ground level, and I'm gonna say rolled really well. So you're pretty certain that around what you can see, there's just dock workers and a few scary-looking thugs, but they appear to be paying attention to the cargo more than anything else. And they all seem pretty stationary in their posts.
Okay. I don't know if Nye would do rooftops as well, but I'm guessing they might. Do I want to climb a roof? Can I use athletics for climbing a roof?
That's strength based. I'm going to say yes. It will be slightly harder than if you'd used acrobatics, but it is still definitely possible. I'd like to kind of describe how you're going to try and climb. For example, like, what are you looking for? What method are you using to increase your altitude?
I guess what I'll do is I will circle back and I'll go to this area here. These are like the backsides of the buildings here. I'm guessing this is the walkways into them, and this is the behind of them, right? Because this road doesn't look as nice to walk on.
Can I just see, where did you click to say where you're going?
So I'll be walking back round to there.
Oh, you're walking back round to the riverside. Yes, there is. That is the backside of a warehouse, and there's a few possibly like forgotten about crates piled up here. In the way that people are just like, I don't know where to put this. Just stick it where no one else is going to look.
I climb up those to then get an easier jump onto one of these warehouses here.
Yes, you can. Please roll your athletics then.
As I'm actively doing it, give myself a little bit of guidance.
This is why I hate guidance.
Yes.
Oh goodness, that's not great. 12.
Well, I'm going to roll something. Not your death, don't worry. So. Yes, you're absolutely fine. There were enough crates and they were strong enough to take your weight that you're able to climb up. The last 10 feet, you have to properly, like, physically jump and hang onto the edge, hence you're using your strength to pull yourself up. It's not easy, and it would have been really obvious if this was done in, like, the middle of the day. But it's nighttime, so people are not particularly looking at this bit of crate, and even said, you're basically just another shadow. You managed to make your way up.
Okay, so I'm in this one here, right?
So I need to keep... Yes,
here?
yes you are.
Cool. Can I make my way over to this one here?
You have done that route?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there like a little wall, like of the badly made warehouse thing here again with the 2-foot partition or not?
Oh, yes.
Cool. I'll like kind of hunker down behind the 2-foot partition, and I'll look at this warehouse, these two here, and these two here to see if I can see anyone else who's possibly watching at this point.
Okay.
They seem like the logical ones to me. That would be keeping an eye on someone watching this one here. It's a good central area.
Can you please roll a perception check?
Cool.
Like we said, we didn't roll enough, and you were quite correct. Now we're rolling loads.
Because now it's a situation which requires the bits and bobs, danger zones. Oh, thank goodness it's better than the last one. Put me down for 23, Captain.
You, if I'm not incorrect, because you are an elf, you have some fae in you, don't you?
I do have some fair in me, yeah.
And the fae are very well known for their keen eyesight. And even in these low light conditions, you can make out a shape on another one of the rooftops. And I'm going to put it in red, and I'm going to say, you can see it on here. You see that okay?
Yeah, I just realised we made a really big error that we should have done earlier. We should have done the mind sync.
Should have done.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't.
And in fact, because you didn't have to make such a journey across rooftops as these guys, or go and find something you could climb, You also see, moving across the rooftops further into the warehouse district, two figures jumping, I'm going to use the word gracefully, sarcastically, across the rooftops. One of which is jumping fine. The other one is doing okay, but stumbling every now and then.
I can definitely tell that's these two, right?
Yes.
You
Not
probably
good at
have it, yeah.
everything, okay?
And
Okay,
as-
so
yeah.
red one's there, and I've seen a couple of the other ones moving that way. Okay.
And as the two figures you can see make their way deeper in, the red dot moves after them. Now, while Leah's very obviously silhouette was very comfortable doing this, this person seems to be more along the lines of Eritrea on the rooftops, in that it's not really their home, they seem a little bit unsteady, but capable. And you see them move gradually. Oh, I've just hit the wrong thing. Down to around here. And then appear to stop in their investigation.
So they seem to be like hunkering down there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Indeed.
so Ari and Leah have made their way to this area now here. And the other ones made their way there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What I'll do then is I will kind of move over to this one, as long as there's still a wall. So I'll move over to this one here.
Yep.
And then basically, if this looks like it's going bad, I can do a running jump to try and get into the situation. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll also hunker down for a time about watching. I can't remember the
Okay.
word now.
So we have Leah and Eritrea watching two people outside a warehouse. We have somebody watching Leah and Eritrea, and we have Ren watching that watcher.
Yeah.
You have now all hunkered down. Ren has indicated he's not going to move until he sees the watcher move. And the watcher does not appear to be moving from their position. Which means it's up to Leah and Eritrea to decide what happens next. You have been asked, Leah, and you've done this kind of stakeout before. You've been asked to watch for a couple of days and see what happens and report back. So you know that these things can be long and boring. And so you have the option of either, having, a good old chat with Eritrea, doing anything else, but basically, until you move now, which could not be until morning if you want, this is where the situation is going to play out. This is how the situation is.
I feel, whilst I am observing, I am also having a chat. Like, we don't have to speak for 8 hours, like role-playing the whole night, but just maybe to set the vibe. Just to continue to stress and highlight the weird awkwardness of Leah tonight. Somehow, like maybe when you are watching Eri, like for a split second, they're going to transform themselves into Max and then go back to themselves and probably start modifying their appearance to like, oh, my hair are really messy, and without even doing it themselves, their hair are just going to transform into like a slick back hair. They're going to, I don't know, add some kohl under their eyes, like remove their scarf and try to make themselves look better. Just awkwardly say like, this kind of job can last a long time. Is it okay if we chat a bit?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, we're here for a while, right?
Yeah, definitely. So,
Are you,
just
sorry,
follow
are you okay?
really long
It's just-
silence.
You're you seem off.
No, I'm just
Have you
thinking.
changed? Like, you look different.
Do I? And they're going to put back their hair at the messy way
I-
that they were.
I mean,
I,
sorry.
I I don't know how to act around you lately. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused, and my plan was to act a bit more like Max and see what could happen, but I'm incapable of that apparently. Sorry, just can just stay in silence and
No, well, I kind of prefer it when you act like you.
really.
If I'm being honest, I mean, you can act like Max, but I don't like Max.
You don't? I thought that there was like a thing that I don't have with other people. Like people don't tend to see me in that way.
I think with you, you have like a glow. It's almost like when you told me what you are, it's like I can see it, like an aura. And I like the way it feels.
Really,
Warm, you know, it's like a glow.
that's extremely kind. Um,
Can I touch you?
they're like going to take a deep breath. I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Like Leah's just gonna like touch, just like your face. Just like don't even like really like contact on the skin, just like feeling the like magic around you.
It's strange because obviously if you like affect a beer, you would feel like a soft skin because the real Leah doesn't have one. So it doesn't seem that off, but it's almost like if you really, really focus, almost like if there was like a fake layer, like less than a millimeter around them, like a hologram.
Yeah. But I think Eritrea will then feel like we're gonna just like pull her hand away and just like, oh, sorry, I didn't.
Don't be that. That was nice. Thanks.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, I'm just looking around to see if there's anything important in the street.
But when I said I didn't like Max, that's because
Yeah.
I like you. I mean, I think I said it now.
You did. In, in, in what way? Like, because I think I like you too, but it is really confusing for me. Like I'm feeling stuff I haven't necessarily felt before.
Wait, do you like me?
I think so. Yeah. Like I think that you're stunning, and I rarely notice that about other people. Like they just look like people, but you have this extra stuff about you. But yeah, sorry, I don't want to make it more awkward.
No, actually, no. Yeah, you just surprised me. That's all. I didn't. Huh.
I just would get if at some point you just get impatient or don't understand why I'm behaving this way. Although I feel like you are understanding the way that, well, because I am so afraid that people will find out about the real me, I just don't let them in.
It's the best part about you, though. Well,
Thanks.
I mean, if I wasn't so high right now, I would be all over this conversation. But
Let's blame it on the
my
drug.
mind just right now inside my mind is explosions.
Tomorrow when we are going to be sober, are we going to pretend that we didn't say anything?
No, we shouldn't. You know what we should do?
Yeah.
The next time we get a chance, it might not be here, but the next time we're not fighting evil or trying to protect the people we love, maybe we should go out and do something fun together.
Like a date?
Yeah, yeah, one of those.
I can take you out sometimes.
Yeah.
Please. Cool. I like that.
Cool. Yeah, I like that as well.
And if there was like a camera on the other side of Leah, they're just going to turn like, oh my god, I need to organize a date.
Well, so yeah, it's just a nice chat. I'm sorry, I'm still in shock.
Me too. I think I need to process, but we are kind of stuck here together, so I wouldn't take it badly if we stay silent for a moment.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, I know this is really bad timing, but would you mind if I just had a little nap?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're safe. Don't
Can
worry.
I sleep on your shoulder? Is that okay?
Yeah, I like when you do that.
Okay. Night.
And they're just going to mouth. God.
This is the reason why most of us play D&D.
That's really awkward. I love it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It reminded me of school, like, yo. It was so good.
I know.
Wow. Okay, so Eritrea is going to sleep. Leah?
Keeping watch.
Watch. I'm going to ask you to roll a constitution check for tiredness to try and work out how well you're dealing with the lack of sleep and having to be on guard. Ren.
And being high.
And being
Yes.
high. What are you doing for this evening? You're not seeing the shape in front of you move.
I'm just gonna. When we were on the way over here, did we see any watchers out for Togadon?
As you walked past his territory, no, you didn't see anyone on the route.
Okay. And this is like a couple of days' job, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this person will probably still be here tomorrow or whatever.
You think so?
I guess. I can't believe I forgot about the psychic link thing. Oh, that's insane. Can I do anything? Is there any birds or anything up here?
I'm hearing seagulls right now, so yeah, okay, yes.
Can I use a spell slot to use Speak with Animals and go over to a seagull and ask him to come over for a chat?
Yes, you may. But after that lovely heart-to-heart conversation, you're now
I know.
talking to a seagull.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to bring the mood down, guys. That was really, really sweet.
Fucking love it. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, girl,
We
hey.
can try.
Hey, girl! It's amazing, Dad.
Really good.
Oh, that actually shocked my brain. Yeah, so I'll talk to our girl.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm like, excuse me, fine bird. Come over here for a chat, would you? I'm a little bit bored up on this rooftop.
Oh, I should have led with Leah.
It's bad, I know.
You, got any food?
Yes, and I'll pull out one of my rations and I'll hand it over.
Good stuff. Keep talking.
I was wondering if you, for another one of these, would you do me the quickest of favors?
Okay, I'm interested.
Now, you see that warehouse over yonder? Roll 20, I'm going to point at the place.
Click. Yes?
Can you
I know that one. I know that one.
Can you quickly fly over there, look at the person that's on there, not too close, from afar, with your keen eyes, and relay back to me what they look like?
I can do that.
I thank you, good sir.
For an extra bit of food, I'll poop on them if you want.
Oh no, I would never ever want that part.
You sure?
I'm sure. Don't worry, I have more food paying work for you once you come back.
Okay. Alright. I mean, you want me to go and have a look at someone? They don't call me a seagull for nothing.
That's my guy.
Right? Sure. This bird is just going to go and, flap its way over onto the roof. You know, that horrible, like, wet flapping noise that seagulls make as they fly around. And it's going to land on the roof with the shape. Walk around a bit. And then fly off and fly back.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello. What do they look like?
I want the food first.
I'll break it in half. You get half before the description, the other half after the description. Do we have a deal?
Roll a persuasion check against a bird.
Gladly.
Oh dear.
Does a... Let's see... 15 plus... Oh yeah, I'm good at this. 18 work.
I have a decision to go now. 18 is really good. They did, however, get a nat 20. I rolled for them. Just be like... 3/4 now. Whatever's left after.
Okay. I'll break off the 3/4.
Wow. Gobble that down. What do you want to know again?
What they look like.
Well, long hair. Not a particularly snappy dresser. Looking a bit angry. I know what angry people look like. Maybe I steal their chips. I know it was one of their looks, like someone's nicked some of their chips.
Okay, this could be the person, I think. What was the colour of their hair?
Oh, that's a great question. Nia, what was the colour of Nia's hair?
Black.
Black? They've got black hair?
Okay, that confirms what I need to know. Right, so I'll give him the rest of the quarter. I'm like, now for a whole nother ration,
Oh.
can you go, and I'm going to point at roll 20 again. Can you go over to this warehouse?
Yeah?
There should be 2 people on there.
Oh, it's poop on them.
No, one should be awake, the other one should be asleep.
Alright.
I want you to look at the one that's awake and do a nod with some kind of wing up symbol.
Alright. Right. You think I'm talking? I'm not a performing monkey, you know. I'll do what
That's
I
why
can.
I'm paying you.
Yeah, all right. Whole ration's probably worth it. All
Of
right.
course.
So, all right. It'll fly over to where, in fact, Eritrea is asleep and Leah is not. In fact, what was your constitution check, Leah?
14.
Yeah, you're all right. You do, in fact, notice this seagull, because, you're a bit further back. There aren't too many birds in this area. They stick to more populated areas where there's more likely to be food and scraps thrown. But it lands in front of you.
Ooh, I think my first reaction is to shoot them. But like, shoot!
Oh, they said shoot! As in,
Same.
it will, like, flap around a bit and flap back and, squawk quite loudly as you shoot it.
Don't have any food. Go.
It will, while moving on, it will try and look at you, and then, like, just wave its arms up and down a bit without flying.
What's your problem?
Nod.
Why are you obsessed with us?
Oh yeah, you said nod. So it goes looking directly down at the floor and then looking back at you. While waving its arms around.
I have no food. Can I roll something? Because I have no idea if my character will understand.
Yes, you can roll an insight check. Now the DC on this is going to be really fucking high.
Okay.
It was the only idea I had, yo. Okay.
That's really good. I'm sorry that I don't want to metagame this one. It's too
No, I
funny.
get it.
Oh, 22.
Damn it, I said it at 20.
Ah.
Fuck. Okay.
Plan worked.
I'm really annoyed that worked because... Oh god.
Yes, girl.
We're good spells.
You get the fact that this bird is trying to communicate. It's acting not like a bird would have flown off a bit more when you shoot it. It wouldn't flap around like it is. You're getting the fact that this bird is trying to communicate.
Okay. Okay. Have you seen, because I am aware that that's not a necessary understanding command, but like, have you seen like a big guy to imitate him with like a little ponytail, and he told you to fly away, to say yes, because you saw an angry woman, and I just try to guess what
I
I'm
love
saying.
that so much.
It does not understand a word. However, it is technically still nodding because that's what
Yeah. That works for me.
Oh, sorry, a random podcast has just started in the background. I don't know where. Okay, we're back to this music. It's very different music, but a podcast just also played. Yeah, so it is technically still nodding. And I'm going to say with a 22, you can tell it's nodding.
Okay, so you confirm master. Great, thank you. Yeah. Just expected to do the
What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
That's amazing.
It flies off at this point. Because
That
because
was
you
weird.
did it back, it just assumes that it was right. Correct. And it flies back to Ren.
Incredible.
It's a weird day.
Right. I did it. They tried to shoo me away, but then they did what I was doing back at me. I'm going to assume, which, as we all know, is bird language. For yes, I entirely understand what it is you're saying. Perfectly clear. Go back to your friend and get some food.
Well, if that's what it means, then
Yeah.
I'll give him the other ration. But thank you for your service today, and if I ever need help again, you're the guy I'm going to go to.
Heck, I mean, keep bringing the food, and I'll keep being around. I might even follow you for a while.
Well,
You
I
never
could do with
know
the company.
when you need someone pooped on.
You know, I will actually. I do have a couple of people on my list, so we'll get back to that at some point.
But man, I can get you around. Well, enjoy your weird bed. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find somewhere. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're all good.
Go find your own nest. I'm off to mine. Good night.
Good night.
Well, I off.
Okay, that was good. That worked.
So weird.
D&D is amazing. I'm really sorry that really brought the tone down after such a lovely scene.
No, I love it.
We need.
I love when there's a good stuff.
I'm going to guess there are no inns in this area here. Is
Correct.
there? What's this? Is this a garden or are these little houses?
Hang on, I need to bring my stuff up again. That is the market.
Would there be an inn by the market or not?
No.
Or these are all like pitched up tents and stuff like that.
They are
right?
indeed.
All right. In that case, where can I go that's safe to sleep?
In this
Why-
city?
Yeah, that's like. I've never been more terrified at the prospect of sleeping somewhere than this city. I guess can I try and find a morgue? Like, what time is it now? Because like obviously,
It's
my
like-
bit would have happened earlier than the scene that scene was taken. You know, such and such.
You're looking at like 9 p.m. at this point. It's night.
Okay. I guess because we are kind of given leeway by the blues side at the moment, I'll try and find an inn around here. So I'm still somewhat close, I guess.
Okay, you head back to the stinking bit of the city, and you can find the brothel's a place to stay if you want to go back there.
Yeah, I
Um,
would, but the only brothel we've been to is all the way over here. But I'd just go to sleep, not to peruse.
That's true. Yeah, you roll an investigation check. You're going to find one. This is going to be how long it's going to take, and how nice a one you find.
Okay, just a flat roll. Oh, 14 plus 13. So 13. That's a 13 in total. I am a stupid boy.
That's a 13 in total. Yeah, you find quite a run-down but serviceable looking inn somewhere around here. So it's on the water's edge. It's a bit dirty inside and not particularly busy because you kind of... Yeah, it's just not particularly busy. You manage to find yourself a room. It's going to cost 3.5 gold for the night.
That's cool.
And yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
can head to bed there.
Okay.
Leah and Eritrea, you guys are spending your night. Eritrea is asleep. Leah, you are trying to stay awake for the whole night, or try and what?
Do I see anything interesting? Is there any interesting movement downstairs?
I'm gonna say at like 3 or 4 a.m. There is a changing of the guards. There's a couple of other people head over and say, "All right, you're off. We're on." Yeah, that's all they say. It's just changing of the guard
Really?
at that time.
Okay. Because I so don't want to be here, I'm going to be quite unprofessional and probably like fall asleep on the head of Erin.
That's really quite adorable. So, you're all getting some sleep. Well, the three of you are. You don't know about your innocuous watcher friend who may or may not be Anaya. Yeah, I can't really think of any other roles that you need to do at this point. So, yeah, you guys sleep through the night. Leah and Eritrea, you sleep. You know, it's not too cold tonight. And, you know, it's not particularly comfortable, but you have each other, which can be quite nice. You are woken up to the warm rays of the sun warming you through. It's one of the nicest wake-ups that Leah knows in this city, honestly. And the first time in such pleasant company. When you do not have that nice a wake-up.
Oh, great.
You get waken up by a hammering on the door as the landlord is shouting, 5 a.m, get out, evacuate your bleeding room.
I was hoping it was going to be the seagull.
Yeah, okay, I'll be done now. And I'll get up and I'll still do my sermon, and then I'll head down.
Okay.
And I will ask questions and stuff. So am I cool to do that now?
You can ask questions. Yeah, sure. And then we'll go back to Leah and Eri.
Yeah. Basically, I just want to know if there is a morgue nearby. One that's probably been quite busy lately.
I'm not gonna lie. That is the most morbid question I've ever been asked at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the city's not big on tourism as it is. And I'm going to say, even if it was, a morgue would be quite near the bottom of places to go and visit.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you asking about this?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, half of me, I'm going to say about 49% doesn't, but 51% kind of does.
Have you had your breakfast yet? Because if you haven't, then you're going to be hungry all day because you're not going to want to eat afterwards. So just, honestly, I hate that I have to do this part.
Okay, right. We don't have an official morgue, but if you want to know where dead bodies are these important dead bodies or unimportant dead bodies?
More so recently, they've become more and more important.
Oh, dead bodies that get more important. Are these bodies like turning into
gold?
gold or something? That would be important.
Unfortunately, not. These are just turning into proper horrors. I mean, I'm gonna pretend to regurgitate a little bit. We don't need to go
All right.
into that.
If you're gonna do that, please do it in the river outside. I'm not cleaning up your sick. I mean, like we said, we don't have an official morgue for stuff. We have a doctor who would probably have his fair share of bodies, and if this is some kind of important body, he would probably be one of the people you would go to.
Yeah, that'd be great. Whereabouts is this doctor?
All right. Well, if you have a look at this here map.
Thank you.
I'm trying to. I think how important are these? Because there might be a couple.
Well, there was one that happened 4 days ago. 5 days ago now. That was very important to me. That one in particular, I need to see.
I mean, I kind of do they work for anyone in particular? Because if they work for one of the big three, they'll go to one of the big three ones.
Does this doctor help out in most of the big three anyway? Or
I mean, he's pretty good. So if it's important to the big three, then they would probably take him to him.
yeah, that's the doctor I want to see.
Yeah, all right. So you're looking down in the old umbrellas. You're probably looking around here.
Around there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark that on the map.
Well, feel free to write up my fucking map, why don't you? Come on.
I'll give him an extra silver for the map, and then I'll tuck it away.
Oh, very nice. I mean, yeah.
What's his name? I dislike it when people come up to me asking something if they don't already know my name.
What is the name of this doctor? That's a very good question.
Sorry, Craig.
Dr. Clyde.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
I kind of just realised what I did accidentally. That's not what I meant to do.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. I went to write. I was like, okay.
Oh, fuck. I cannot do on-the-spot names. Yeah.
I apologize.
Dr. Clyde. He's expensive if you... Oh, no, because you're not going for your own health. You're going for that. You're not doing anything weird with the bodies, are you?
Oh, of course not now.
Uh,
I'm a paladin of one of the big churches, and they've asked me to come down personally to bless a body before it gets buried.
Oh, you're going to blessings, all right. I mean, good luck to you. He's going to be the best chance.
Thank you very much, sir. I hope you have a very pleasant day.
All right, you too. I think. What fucking
I'm the
weirdo.
best. I'll get it on the whole cloak and do my little mini disguise thing I did yesterday again.
Okay. You're heading out. Are you heading out directly to the morgue?
Yes.
What is your passive perception?
11.
Yeah. As you're heading through the city, you head out. You're at the edge of the river, and you're heading down to Togadon's area. And you see there are people on rooftop.
Okay.
Yeah, and Eritrea.
Yeah.
You guys are waking
Okay.
up in the morning. You, I guess, are leaning into each other, nice and warm. And there's church bells are clanging.
Probably wake up with the sun, just like push you a little bit, and just like, hey, we should probably go.
What?
I'll give you a second. It's early, but we shouldn't stay there in the sunlight.
Oh, this is nice.
Do you feel okay enough to jump a few rooftops?
Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. They're going to get up and give their hand to you.
Ooh, thank you.
That's good.
So cute. Where are you going?
Good question. I think I'm about to jump and then turn and be like, where are we going? I'm not sure where is Ren right now.
Yeah.
We should have planned that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really good at planning the future.
You know what? Just thinking about it, I had a really weird dream about a seagull.
That's a weird dream.
Yeah,
Like-
it was weird.
What happened in it?
I don't know. It was just like doing weird things with its wings and like headbanging.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, are you done with your job? Do you need to find out anything else?
I mean, I tried to stay up as much as I could and nothing happened. Such a waste of time. There's so much more thing we could investigate in the town. Maybe let's go back to the sweet poison. Maybe Ren would think to go back there.
Yeah.
If not, we'll walk more and go to the orphanage.
Maybe they have breakfast.
Yeah, I kind of want to go take a breakfast there, actually.
Right? Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are heading back into the city. I'm not going to make you roll again. You make your way back over probably to the same building. You're able to climb down. Perhaps you even left your rope there, although probably pulled it up so no one else could see it. Make your way back to the clouded part of the city. And I'm going to say you guys as well notice today, as you pass by the edge of Togadon's area, there are in fact people on rooftops this morning.
Maybe they want to cuddle as well.
I was probably going to say this is probably a decent point to shut it off. It's a brand new day, abandoning your post to go and eat some breakfast somewhere, and Ren is going to go and do something to a corpse. I think this is a great plan for the start of next session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because I've just noticed on the map, both the roads for those converge. Is there any chance that we can just accidentally bump into each other?
That would be so nice.
Because, you know, I had to wake up early at the crack of dawn because they kicked me out. They woke up because of the sun.
Yeah, go on. I don't see why not.
Yes!
Don't ever say I'm not a
people-
nice DM. Why not?
Thank you. Because, trying to figure out where they would go after that would be insane for me.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. Everyone happy to finish off there for the evening?
Yeah.
As looking at the time, it's probably about the way. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone had a good time. Did you have a good session, everyone?
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. Great time. We'll see you probably same time next week. Wonderful.